Hi Leo, I'm here to do your June monthly love reading. This is a general love reading, so just keep that in mind. If something resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, maybe check out your other placements. I create videos for all the signs, so please do me a favor and like, share, subscribe. Most importantly, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you receive updates as they come. All right, so this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's go ahead and get this started. All right, Leo. Okay, so we have Justice in reverse, and we have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so let's see what's on your mind. We have the Chariot. All right, what's in your actions? We have King of Swords in reverse. What are you moving out of? Away from the Nine of Wands in reverse. Moving towards the Four of Pentacles in the upright. Let me just scoot this over just a smidge. All right, so how does Leo truly feel about this? How does Leo truly feel about this situation? We have the Three of Cups in the upright. All right, external influences. Two of Wands in the upright. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the purpose? What is this teaching you? Queen of Cups in the reverse and possible outcome predictions. Nine of Swords. Okay, don't fret just yet. Let me go ahead and clarify this. Okay, so do we have like a false start on something and you feel like there's been an injustice? Maybe you feel like something isn't fair. Maybe there's a delay to a new beginning and you feel like it isn't fair. A delay. Something practical, maybe money, job, security, something isn't fair to you. All right, so let's see. Let's get some clarity on that. We have Seven of Swords. Okay, so this could mean a couple different things. Maybe somebody was lying to you, or somebody was being deceitful. Somebody was being strategic, avoiding, maybe they promised you a new start and it just hasn't happened yet. Maybe they promised you some money and you haven't gotten that. And you're feeling like there's some type of injustice about it. You're feeling like it's not fair. Now, what's going on Leo's mind? We have the Chariot in the upright. Let's see. We have the Lovers in reverse. So you're wanting to move forward in a situation or take control over a situation, a matter. You know, Chariot to me can be moving towards it or it can be moving away. It looks like you're trying to move towards something that just isn't working. You know, there's been some type of disconnect. Maybe a choice was made. Maybe you're feeling like it's a little bit unfair. Maybe somebody was saying we could get together. They were avoiding it. And you're still wanting to move towards it. Let's see what's going on in your actions. King of Swords can be somebody who, King of Swords in reverse can be somebody who's argumentative, somebody who manipulates, can be kind of a jerk. So not calling you a jerk, but let's see. Yeah, it's like somebody, I feel like somebody maybe promised you something. There was some type of false start. Maybe you're not moving towards that, the Lovers. Maybe you're like, this is it. I'm thinking it's over. Even your actions are showing, nope, I'm like, not only are you being cold to this person, but you are like withdrawing your love. I'm getting that big time. So that Chariot could be you moving towards a breakup or towards some type of disconnect. Coming out of the past, you were somebody who was trying to communicate. You did lower your defenses. You were being vulnerable, but let's see, get a little bit of clarity on that. Okay, so maybe, gosh, look, I'm just going to call it like I see it, because if this is you, it was almost like you were trying to be vulnerable and offer. Sometimes when I see the Page of Cups in the upright, I think of that as like either a sincere apology, maybe the budding of a new romance, maybe you offering a gesture of love, emotional support. It looks like maybe we're trying to be vulnerable, but it might have come off as insincere. Maybe you were lowering your defenses and being vulnerable and like, trying to make a gesture to somebody, and somehow it got like muddied. And it could be because the other person isn't reciprocating. It could be because there was some type of false start. Or maybe, I'm just going to call it like I see it, maybe it's your behavior. Maybe you did or said something, and the other person is now kind of putting a halt to something, and you somehow feel like there might be some type of injustice in this situation. Take this as, this could be the other person. If the other person's energy is showing up more in the reading, it definitely looks like it's some type of love message, because sometimes, work, career, that type of stuff, finances comes up. Maybe some type of like spiritual awakening sometimes comes up. This looks like it's love. That's what I'm getting. What are you moving towards? You're holding on to something. You're either holding on to something, you're blocking something. Let's see. What is Leo holding on to? Okay. So maybe there's, the Page of Swords is somebody who's curious, somebody who's a researcher. Maybe something became clear and you're holding on to it and you have some type of clarity. Maybe you found out something and you considered an injustice, and now you're kind of like holding on to that knowledge. It's like you're holding on to that. You're pretty clear, like you're either wanting to move away from this or move forward, but you seem to be pretty clear. You seem to be, I'm getting like a kind of like a pissed off energy here. But I have to say, it appears that you contributed to whatever is happening. And, you can curse me in the comment section, but I think this is really looking at your own behavior and maybe how you co-created a situation. Let's see how you really feel about this, because right now with the Three of Cups, that can be dating, that could be reunion, that could be friendship, coming together. Maybe this is somebody you're kind of wanting to be friends with, or maybe you're wanting to date. Maybe this was somebody that you truly wanted to date, and for some reason you may have, it's like when you want something, you may want a person, and inside it's like you want it but then fear it at the same time. And then when they react or respond to whatever you do, you felt like maybe it was some type of miscommunication. Let's see, tell me about this Three of Cups. Okay, and we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting like a really like defensive energy, like you're wanting something but then not wanting it at the same time, if that makes sense. Maybe this other person has like a couple of choices to make, or you don't like the choices that they've made, and that's what's making you like want to go towards them, but something's keeping you from going towards this person or them to you. Let's see. Yeah, there we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. There's like some type of delay. There's some type of false start. It was like somebody gave you maybe a little bit of hope, but then they still like had, it's almost like that grass is always greener type energy, where it's like they have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Maybe, I don't know if you were trying to, I don't know what you did or said, but the other person I'm getting that it's caused them to maybe second guess things, and you don't like it. I'm getting a really like you're not happy with something. What is this supposed to be teaching you? So we have right here is the Queen of Cups in reverse, and she can be somebody who can be emotionally manipulative. It's somebody, or it could be somebody who like smothers too much with love. It's almost like they want love, but how they may show it may come off as it maybe seem a little insincere. Let's see with this Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Sun. You know, it's trying to look at it, the bright side of a situation that's just not going well. If this person is not reciprocating love to you, then it's maybe, you know, pay attention to how people, their actions have to be aligned with their words, okay? And there has to be a good intention behind it, all right? Because sometimes people can be emotionally manipulative and say all the right things and do all the right things. But there's a sense of like authenticity that goes along with that. I think that you're clear either about your behavior or somebody else's behavior. And you're either wanting to move towards it or away from it. This also could be somebody that maybe it's that you really just want them as a friend. Maybe they want a little bit more and you don't. Let's see what's going on with this Nine of Swords. What's going on with that? All right, so we have, just like I said, yeah, it's like you intuitively know something. You know, sometimes High Priestess can talk about secrets, but I usually see that as almost like the onion. Like if you see an onion, there's layers and layers and layers. That's kind of like how I imagine the High Priestess is. The more you get to know somebody, the more things start to become revealed. And maybe you're not seeing what you're like. Maybe you're not seeing anything that you really like once you start to know this person. And once again, this can be vice versa. Maybe this is somebody that you prefer as a friend to a relationship, or maybe it's like I'd at least want to be friends with this person than anything. Like if it's not going to go anywhere, if this relationship, if this is not going to go anywhere, I'd at least like to be friends. Another thing I'm kind of getting is that if you are dealing with somebody, okay, so here's another story. I don't know where this is coming from, but if you are dealing with somebody who you think is having a new beginning with somebody else, it's not going well. It's not going well. It looks like there's delays with that, and it looks like it's not happening for them too. So if they're trying to create a new beginning with somebody else, it's not happening. All right, let me get a little bit of advice for you. Nine of Pentacles in upright, Nine of Cups in the reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this could mean, you know, if you look at the cards, Nine of Pentacles is somebody who's self-sufficient, and they're self-sufficient by themselves, okay? The Nine of Cups in reverse could be like a wish that isn't granted. It could be a lot of jealousy. It could be an overindulgence. It could be really, it's one of those things, be careful what you wish for. And then the Eight of Cups reverse could, you know, that can mean several things. But in this way, I'm getting it as it's like somebody who is not necessarily leaving the past in the past. Maybe they're unable to walk away. Maybe it's almost like they're unable to walk away because there's a lot of confusion around the situation. Maybe you're somebody who wants a relationship but then also fears it at the same time. Maybe it's, you know, it's like you wanted this person, but then it's not necessarily like a wish granted. Once you started to see the reality of the situation and start to really see this person for who they are, This spread has several storylines, and I mean, I could go into this for like an hour, but I'm definitely seeing there's some type of, just if I could wrap it all up, there's some type of emotional manipulation here, whether it's on your part or somebody else's. It seemed like there's supposed to be either a new start with you or a new start with somebody else that isn't happening. I can't really tell if it was on your end or if it was on their end, but somebody is like cutting that, or there's somebody still trying to make a decision. Somebody here, and I'm thinking it's you, you're feeling like you really need to protect yourself. I think that maybe you at least want some type of friendship with this person or some type of coming together. But external to you is delays and decisions. Be careful for any type of emotional manipulation. You intuitively know. It's almost like, and I'm not talking about that little voice inside your head that sometimes, not you in particular, I'm talking about people in general. It's not necessarily you that is like, don't necessarily listen to the voice. What I mean is our selves, as our egos, do have a way of trying to protect us, especially if we've been hurt in the past. There's this tape that plays out in our head, okay? So sometimes if somebody does something, and if you're already kind of a person who has a hard time trusting, you may just say, oh, they're trying to manipulate me, or they're trying to get something. I'm not talking about that voice. I'm talking about intuitively knowing, okay, how somebody shows up and paying attention to what somebody, if their actions are aligned with their words, if it's consistent, if they're reliable. You can tell when somebody is being authentic or not, okay? So there's just a lot of resistance here, a lot of resistance and a lot of delays. And like I said, I can't really tell whose end it is, and it's on. But if you'd like a personal reading from me, we can go into this deeper. Otherwise, I will, there's the link in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you next time. All right. Thanks, Leo.